Hi everyone, it's Melissa, and today I am going to do the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I didn't know who the original creator of this tag was, but I will find that and I will link it below. So let's just get into it. There's going to be a lot of traffic noises. You're just going to have to deal with it because it's hot here and my windows, I need some breeze. Question number 1 is a popular book or series that you didn't like. I'm going to do one of each. We'll do a popular book and a popular series that I didn't like. A popular book that I didn't like. I have talked at length about Love in the Time of Cholera, so I feel like it's done. I'm not talking about that anymore. So I want to choose a different book. I've got one. So a number of years ago, I wanted to read some D.H. Lawrence because I never read him before. So I picked up Sons and Lovers, and I don't get it. I really did not like that book. I thought it was boring. I thought the characters were unlikable, but not in like an interesting way. I didn't understand the point, and I finished that book feeling like I should have just given up at the halfway point. So Sons and Lovers for a popular book that I didn't like. For a series, I have an answer because I was just conversing on Goodreads about this series because someone had read the first book, which I liked, and that's the Wrinkle in Time series, or what it's called, a Time Quintet, whatever. But the first book in the series is A Wrinkle in Time, and I actually liked the first book. I think I gave it like a 4 stars. This is like a middle grade, like sci-fi fantasy type series, and I liked it. I gave it 4 stars, and then the other 4 books were all 1 and 2 stars. I finished it because I liked the first one so much that I thought I should push through and maybe they would get somewhere, but I don't know why I finished that series. But yeah, I did not like that series. One good book does not a good series make, so yeah, did not like that. Okay, I should stop rambling and answer the other questions more succinctly. So question 2 is a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate, but you love. I can't really think of a good answer for this one. There is one that I don't think other people necessarily hate it, but I think it's not revered maybe like other books, and there are people who call this book boring, and that's the Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. So I think people pick up the Silmarillion thinking they're going to get The Hobbit or they're going to get The Lord of the Rings, but it is not that. It is a creation tale. It is a mythology of that world, and like the gods and how everything came to be, where elves came from, where men came from. It's almost like reading the Bible. I mean, like it's a creation story. It's a mythology. It's kind of like a history of that world. It's not an adventure tale. I love it. I love the Silmarillion, but I can completely understand why other people think it is boring. But I don't think people necessarily hate it, but maybe some people do. But that's the best answer I have for that one. Sorry, I'm still rambling. We're gonna speed this up. Question 3 is a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with, or an OTP that you don't like. What's OTP? Okay, I literally just had to look up what OTP meant because I'm old. OTP apparently is one true pairing, which I assume means kind of like soulmates or like something along those lines. So we're just going to go with like a couple for my book that I didn't like. I will do this without spoilers, but in the Dark Tower series by Stephen King, there are 2 different couples in that book, or in that series, not just one of the books, but in that series. And for both of those couples, I don't get it. I just don't get why they like each other or love each other. I don't think they have chemistry. Both of the couplings that I'm thinking of. But I won't say anything because I don't want things to get spoiled, but I didn't like it. It was like the weakest part of the books for me were those romances. Number 4 is a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. So there's 2. Romance. I have only read my very first contemporary romance this month, So in the past, I had reached for exactly 0 romance novels, but another book genre that I have read but just don't reach for is thriller. And it's not like I dislike thrillers, just for whatever reason, it's just not something I think of. I just have so many other favorite genres that I don't typically go for thrillers. Question number 5 is a popular or beloved, or these aren't really questions, they're prompts, whatever. Number 5 is a popular or beloved character that you do not like. This is hard because all of the characters I don't like aren't really beloved characters, like they're supposed to be unlikable, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to think of a character that is beloved, but I didn't like. Oh, okay, I'm going to go with Holly Golightly from Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote. I do not understand the appeal of her character at all. She's like Holden Caulfield levels of annoying, and I don't like her. Please let me know if maybe she's supposed to be an unlikable character and I did not understand that. Number 6 is a popular author that you can't seem to get into. James Joyce? I read The Dubliners, I think it was. And then I was just like, I don't get it. I don't get what this is. And also Virginia Woolf. I've only read one of her books. I think it was To the Lighthouse. I think that's the one I read. And it was so forgettable. I don't even know what that book's about, and it wasn't that long ago I read it. I couldn't tell you anything about it. Presumably there's a lighthouse. I don't know. It just completely just washed over me and evaporated. But don't Virginia Woolf and James Joyce have the same, like, similar writing style? I don't know. Maybe that's just a writing style that I don't like. But yeah, both of those I can't get into. I might give Virginia Woolf another go because I've only read like the one book, but I've read other James Joyce stuff, I think, and I don't think he's for me. Number 7 is a popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. I don't really care for the chosen one trope in books or in movies, really. I much prefer like an underdog story, or like not a chosen one, but someone who had to train and build up to be a hero, rather than the chosen one narrative. I don't like that one. Maybe that sounds awful. I like to see my characters struggle more. Question 8, a popular series that you have no interest in reading. This is going to sound weird because I really do enjoy fantasy, but I have just zero inkling or zero desire to read, what's the Game of Thrones series called? A Song of Ice and Fire? Game of Thrones, and people kept pushing, like when the series was at its height, or when it started gaining a bigger viewership. People who know me in my real life, who know that I like fantasy, who know that I like Lord of the Rings, were like, oh my god, Melissa, you have to watch Game of Thrones, you have to watch Game of Thrones. And I don't know what it was, but I just had zero interest in watching it. And I have zero interest in reading it. Question 9 is, the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. But what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? Okay, I can think of 2. Now, both of these books I didn't hate, by the way. I enjoyed both of these books. I just think the movies were better. So the first is The Princess Bride. I liked the book, but I stinking love that movie. I think the movie is much better. I think they cut a lot of the fluff that wasn't necessary, and the characters are better developed in the movie. And the other one is Jurassic Park. Again, the book was fun, interesting, thrilling, but the movie, again, the character the characterization in the movie I found better, and the movie is 1,000,000 times scarier and more thrilling than the book. I mean, the book's a thriller. It's a techno thriller. It is thrilling, but I mean, Jurassic Park is like a perfect movie. There we go. That was the Unpopular Opinions book tag. If you've done the tag, please let me know. I'd like to go watch it. Or if you want to share your hot take, your unpopular opinion about a book, then let me know below. I'd love to have a chat. And as always, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll talk soon. Take care.